Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the drive with Matthews. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They stay on the ground with Matthews again.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs at 4-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but The attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Open target. Here's Matthews. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all...
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more of what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first down carry for Matthews. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 7-7, our score after one. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Right back to Dobbins on first. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson now. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jackson's throw caught there by Wallace. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try to draw here. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Caught on a slant. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
43!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Play action. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Again, it's Matthews. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 1st down, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give left side to Matthews. Room here to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This is taken at about the 14. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore. They go high formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Play action. It's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw again on second down, Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the 47, it's second and 5. They run middle with Matthews. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big ding.
Flush to his right, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all stink.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.